Questions for Kevin? First question up here go ahead on the left side.
Kevin, John Gonzalez from The Ringer. Steve and Steph and LeBron have all addressed the situation with the Eagles in the White House, and I was wondering what you thought about that. And also they had said that no matter who wins this series, they probably don't want an invite anyway. I was wondering if you agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's about true. But what else you expect Trump to do? You know, when somebody says they don't want to come to the White House, he disinvites them. So that photo op don't look bad. We get it at this point. But, you know, it's good that guys are sticking to what they believe in and what they want to do. So, like God said before me, I'm sure whoever wins the series won't be going.
Alvaro in the back.
Alvaro Martini, ESPN. In Game 2, by the end of the first quarter, you had as many assist opportunities, and you took advantage of them, than you did in the whole almost Game 1. What was different from what Cleveland was doing, what your teammates were doing, what you were doing?
Just being patient, just taking what the defense gives you, just slowing down a bit. And I think defensively we focused in a little more, which always allows our offense to have a little bit more freedom when you get in stops, you know. So just try to be patient as much as we could, find things that were there, and but also play with some pace as well. If they make a shot or if we get a rebound, just try to, you know, play with some pace too. So we know it's going to be different coming into this building tomorrow. So we just got to be even more on point.
Thank you. Mark, here in the front.
Hey, Kevin, Mark, Medina Bay Area News Group. This season, how have you seen everything with you and Steph kind of play out in terms of knowing when it's time for you to get it going, or him, or both? Have you seen that play out through the course of the season?
I mean, 2 years together, 2 seasons together. I think we figured out a good balance. You know, I think being able to play off each other definitely helps, but not just us two, but everybody else on the court kind of plays off each other well. And we just try to do whatever it takes to get the W, you know, run the right plays, run them with force and with pace. And, you know, when you get your opportunities, be disciplined in your work and trust in your work. And, you know, that'll dictate the outcome. So just try to keep things as simple as possible.
You spend a lot of time, or not a lot of times, but sometimes when the offense is stagnant, you know, a lot of people talk about the ball not moving. What contributes to that overall, do you think?
Well, I think a lot of people lately have been talking about that because how we played in Houston, and Houston just did such a good job of switching everything. And in basketball, when you switch everything, meaning pin downs, cross screens, just everything, it takes you out of your movement and your offense, and it puts the ball into the guys that can create off the dribble the most. So we had a lot of those opportunities because of the switching defense. So I think that's the reason why, you know, things may look little bit bigger than what they really are, you know, as far as the ISO stuff is concerned. So but I thought we did a good job of navigating through it all and still playing our game and just showing that we can adapt to different situations.
Monty over here.
Monty Poole, NBC Sports Bay Area. Kevin, you guys with the 2-0 lead, sometimes that can give you that sort of that natural, I guess you can say, instinct that you got a bit of a cushion to play with, which you do. But obviously you try to fight that. What do you do to fight that going into Game 3? And what do you remember from Game 4 last year when you guys lost here?
I don't really think about, you know, being up 2-0 because, you know, a series can turn so fast. It's a great position to be in. I don't want to take that for granted. Don't get me wrong, but the job is not done, and you can't relax or be comfortable when you're still trying to win this thing. So we know coming on the road is going to be tougher. You know, we just want to have our best, play our best brand of basketball, and play as hard as we can when we step out on the court.
And what do you recall from Game 4 last year, the game that you guys did not win, the only game you didn't win?
We didn't play well. They shot the ball extremely well, and we were stepped slow on everything. You know, so we can't be that way.
Mark in the second row.
Kevin, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. After the game Sunday, Draymond got up and said Klay's probably the toughest guy he's ever played with. You don't always think of Klay for his toughness, but other than the fact that he doesn't miss games. What is it, do you think Draymond was getting at, talking about just how tough he is?
Well, he doesn't complain. He's low maintenance. He doesn't really care for the celebrity or the fame that comes with being an NBA player. He just works hard every day, comes to play defense hard, and he cares. You know, you see that. Sometimes you see it, sometimes you don't with Clay, but we know it's there all the time because it's so consistent every day. So somebody that just genuinely loves to play ball and wants to do it, you know, as best as he can, you know, because he knows his time is short. You know, so somebody who embraces every single day, that's toughness to me.
Any other questions for Kevin? Shelly right here in the front. 2 or 1.
Just another guy with veteran experience that can do multiple things, that can pass, that can rebound, dribble, can shoot the ball. Just smart. Just knows how to play the game of basketball, especially the Warrior way of playing basketball for us. You know, so he kind of settles us down a little bit. You look at Dre, and he's always, you know, has an even keel for the game, and you know, somebody that's just always that's dependable. So we're looking forward to getting him back. Hopefully, it's here soon. I don't know the significance of the injury, but just knowing that we miss him out on the court, and you know, we want him back out there.
And you know he's hurt because he's not playing golf.
Yes. So he really is hurt.
Right.
Michael, last question in the center.
Kevin, you asked about the drop-off in Game 4, but what do you remember about Game 3? And just now that I know you've dismissed that game in some ways, but what did it mean just to be back in this building and knowing what Game 3 did for you in terms of how people see that shot?
It really didn't do anything for me, to be honest. We won a championship, but me personally, it was just so many other plays in that game that helped us get that championship that was just as important. So that's how I approached the game, just knowing that everything that led up to the win. It happened the days before, it happened in practice, it happened in the first quarter, second quarter, you know, so we just know how important every possession is, and, you know, that situation may not happen again. So, you know, we just got to embrace whatever happens and look forward to a crazy environment with a team that's desperate, and, you know, those combinations are tough to stop. So, you know, we're looking forward to it, though. We got a great opportunity being up 2-0, and, you know, we can't wait to go out there and take advantage of it.
Thank you, Kevin.